Let's see. Right. Last session, at the end of it, we don't need a full recap, I imagine. Because it was a very confusing session, so I won't describe what happened too much in detail. But you all it started with Dizzy's character, Corin, who started seeing the city as new, but also empty. Then, in the morning, you all started seeing the city flicker back and forth between the states being repaired and then abandoned. And some stranger walked up to you and didn't really give any information, sort of commented on your party and left. After exploring that little fort, which was rather empty, apart from a few strange events that happened, you left. Either out of fear or caution. Either works, to be honest, as that place was just weird overall. Eventually made yourself to the headed towards the river, where you crossed it using various fly spells, but before that, a brave little sick saucy panda swam into the river, grabbed what seems to be like a metal square, it's pretty shiny, and during the night transformed to a semicircle. And last thing that happened was Kuza just nearly died.
Again.
Kuza's always nearly dying.
From some ailment which I don't believe Kuza has mentioned yet, but it is the morning, so maybe he will now.
I was going to say, we were still going through the night there.
Indeed. And that being said, what do you wish to do?
Speak of my deafness.
Go on.
Well, I'm basically passed out when that's happening, so unimaginable pain.
Must be the... I got nothing. But if it happens again and you don't die, again, let us know. Because it could just be a coincidence.
It could have been, yes.
Well, shall we continue on? Northward.
Up we go. Dominoes.
My god, Damien, speaking in tongues.
What is this language?
Let's go.
Cool. I
Okay.
can touch the...
Apologies. There you go. During sessions, change it to my player, but yes. Feel free, you have 8 lots of movement. Welcome to day 20-something. I know the actual day, but you guys will never. Unless you find out by another source, I suppose.
Do you want to just go straight up?
We can go, like, up here.
That
We can
being
go, like,
said, though,
around
I
here.
do need one person to roll 1d100, please. Regardless of where you go.
Yeah. I think maybe we do stay in, like, the tree line.
No! What was I did good?
Because we could, like, set up a little camp in the trees, and then it's only, like... We can do, like, half-day travel, and then half-day back. Sort of thing.
Is our ranger good at forest or ranger?
What is your favorite terrain?
You have a ranger?
Wait, there is
Yeah.
a ranger?
Yeah, and Pebble.
Yeah,
Pebble's a
Pebble-
ranger.
Pebble's a
Okay.
ranger.
Oh, wow.
It's been this entire time.
I think with Pebbles, I went with Desert, but then like that one like filled up really fast, so I went with these guys. So
Ah, fair enough.
So you're not good at forest. Okay. So we want to just hug the tree line all the way to
I think we stay in the trees. And then that way we can sort of rest. And then just like do like a day trip there and back. And then that way we sort of have like a place that we're... Because if we stay there one night, we can sort of like set up where we're going to put a fire and
Yeah.
stuff
okay.
like that. It'll be like coming back to somewhere we know, if we come back, that is,
It'll probably also be safer from that worm.
in the trees than in the open.
Yeah.
I agree.
That sounds good. It sounds like you are a ranger.
I've never even heard of those.
I mean, yeah, I've never met one before. But, okay, let's go on.
Alright, so we're here?
Not
Or-
quite. As we're seeing what your path is currently.
yeah, that's what I'm showing
So I
you.
assume something like
Right
this.
here, I think.
correct?
Yeah. Just up through the trees.
Either this or this. Either works.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think near the tree line.
Yeah, I was gonna say close to the edge.
Ah, sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, real quick, you do get about here. Before you'll feel a sense of coldness wash upon you.
This was in the forecast.
It's not. The wind seems to pick up quite a bit, and around you just is freezing.
Be cold here. Yeah.
It's not that cold. What are you talking about?
Will that weather spell of yours even work? Or
Yeah, you keep moving forward. Everyone except for, I guess, Saucy, Zaloria. Zaloria is used to these sort of cold temperatures, so she isn't too affected. But the rest of you are rather cold. And for a moment, either to your wonder or horror, I imagine for most of you horror, you sort of wade through these trees, and eventually the trees begin to change a bit from this sort of forest pine sort of look to trees covered in snow.
oh no.
We must get out of this forest.
Is the
Think quick.
snow. Can I try to touch it and see if it's cold?
This snow is cold, yes.
Okay, well, at least it's not cold like the other place was.
It isn't snowing currently, but the wind is somewhat howling.
Okay. Time. I wonder if this is the time thing.
Again, not again. Maybe this is an illusion as well. I look up.
You look up, and the trees are covered in snow. The wind is sort of blowing some of the snow off these trees, and you see it fall beside you. But an illusion, you don't believe it is. At least, make me an investigation check.
I believe in science.
18. Science, indeed. You sort of look around, and your investigation yields that, for whatever reason, this small patch of forest is a snow-like biome. You sort of look back to where you came from, and the trees where you came from are still their original green leaf selves. And you look ahead, and with that 18, I'll also count towards a perception check. You see, not too far, about maybe 300 feet or so, the forest clears up again into this green pine.
Can I use my druidcraft to see if it registers as different weather?
Sure. I assume you're going to,
Something
like,
unique.
detect the weather with the druidcraft and see it.
Yeah, like using it to see what the active weather is.
Yes, as you do so, the active weather of this place in the next 24 hours will be snowing.
It's a whole different biome.
This is weird. I'll let people know what I see from your description. This doesn't show on the map, does it? It doesn't, right? It's probably too small.
Shall we continue through?
Yes, let's go quickly in case there's some kind of weird magic thing. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I see. Let's say we push on. What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing will happen to us.
Pebble dives into the snow. Roll me a 1d20 real quick, Pebble.
See if you hit a rock.
That's fine.
9. You're a bit unlucky, but thankfully majority of the snow you landed to is snow and not ice. Well, it does hurt a bit, not much to injure you though. Also, you're very fucking cold now.
Alright. Let's go.
Yeah, you wade through this sort of snow biome, and eventually, once you get a decent bit away from it, the sort of warmth of the forest comes back to you. And you're able to progress just fine.
Lovely.
It was very rare, but nice and warm again.
As for the rest of your travels, it goes by uneventful. In the distance, thanks to you being part of the tree line, you see this sort of not only grand, like, city in front of you. It's hard to look over these walls. These walls aren't tall in particular, but the buildings aren't massive either. There's a few holes you see. You can see some buildings which seem to be in pretty decent shape, but the walls themselves seem long destroyed. But that is not here nor now. Because now, who will be taking first watch?
I will.
Sleep.
Okay, Pebble and Corin. Perception checks, please.
Oh my!
Oh,
She
Wow.
is a ranger. Oh my god!
She is the true ranger.
I
Actually,
apologize.
Power
this ties in
Ranger.
pretty well.
Who's drawing the little
Yeah,
low
that-
poly snowflake?
A
Why is it
low
so low
poly
quality?
snowflake.
Why is it so low quality? Oh,
It's
zoomed out too
because
far.
Well, that's rude. Actually, it looks really nice. It looks good. But
Yeah,
let's see if your luck continues, Pebble. 1d100, please.
Looks like shit.
Keep the
Zoom in
shit up.
closer. If you're too zoomed out, it just turns into a blur.
Well, obviously,
Like,
that's how pixels work.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you zoom in, it doesn't look as bad.
As bad? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, it's not like perfectly symmetrical.
We're not seeing. This isn't Picasso here.
This guy is part of like an art school, so he knows.
No, don't scribble over it.
It doesn't give that snowflake feeling. It doesn't give that feeling of snowiness.
Every snowflake is unique, so technically.
Technically, that could be a snowflake.
Well, who just did freaking magic poof on it? I saw that.
Only one way to handle this: fire.
Fireball.
Okay. That being said, Pebble, with your acute senses, you're sort of, I guess the best way is on edge since all the sort of crazy shit is happening, as well as Haku seems more relaxed than usual. You don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but just in case, you're keeping an eye on him as well. With a 42, there doesn't seem to be much during the night, but there is one thing that you actually do catch. Barely. Off in the distance, not too far away, about 50 feet from where your camp is situated, you see that sort of individual you saw before. The strange man that talked to sort of Kuza and said, "Is your god listening?" At least does he think so. He's not attempting to hide, but he just seemed hidden in his own nature.
Yes.
Oh, what the hell?
She's just gonna, stand up and like do like the creepy wave. She's like, hey, over here, you see me? Hey.
Yeah, and you'd watch as he sort of lurks behind a tree and walks away. Or at least disappears. You assumed he walked away.
Oh man, he's gone.
Corin, you have no idea what the fuck Pebble's on about.
And she's always been a little weird, so I'll just let her have her fun.
Indeed. That being said, from Pebble's request, since I was unaware that she chose desert, assuming she was being a desert team, I'm giving her the access to be a forest ranger if she so wishes, since she spent a decent amount of time this month just being in a forest. So from now on, you guys will have a forest ranger, if you so wish. Which means, while traveling through a forest, you get 1 extra hex movement.
Bug.
Unless
Big
she wants to stay as a desert ranger.
Pick tundra.
Pick tundra, we must know.
We could just live in
We'll
there.
just go back to that snake. Yeah,
Live in that one hex
just
of
stay
snow.
there.
Okay, who's taking second watch?
I shall. Not be taking it. I shall be sitting there staring at the fire.
I'm going back to sleep, actually. Anyone else?
Come on, it's always been 2 people.
Going once? Going twice?
I
Who's the
only,
only one on watch?
I only have people specifically wake me up.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Hang on. A surprise entry?
oh,
Hey.
Okay.
help us.
A common trend, it seems.
Snowflake.
Although, unfortunately, we can't test your luck further because you have rolled 100, so we'll have friendly roll it instead.
Oh, goody.
You want another crit?
You've got a nat 20 to perfectly see a swarm of hydras.
76.
Not terrible.
This isn't something you see, but you hear.
It's
In the
20?
distance. Yeah. Because you'll see why in a sec, don't worry. In the distance, from that roll, coming from the direction of this sort of city you're heading towards, you hear what seems like several explosions. So sort of take a look over, and nothing has changed. You see, no lights have shown, no sign of anything happening, just several loud explosions. Are you there, Saucy? If you're there, you're muted.
Drawing of snowflake.
Indeed. Yeah, because you're told by Zaloria that there's just some shit going on over there.
Are they like, can we see any kind of explosion or just hear it?
Oh, you can't even hear a thing, actually. Because for Zaloria, when you told them this, the explosions have stopped. No, you cannot see anything.
You crazy, I don't hear nothing.
You just tried to explosions. It was basically that. You didn't feel any vibrations, you just heard the sound of what an explosion would sound like. Anything else? I said it's coming from the direction of the place you're going to, which was the city. Don't know how far or how close it might have been, just heard explosions coming from that way.
I think it's much too far to investigate until we go there tomorrow.
Could be. It could be really small explosions nearby, but I'm not quite sure of the exact location. And with that, you guys can all have your long rest if need be. I do need Kusa to run me a 1d20 though, please.
No way. Oh.
Good to
Aw.
know.
My
No,
That's
well,
not bad.
my role was for the water, don't worry. Your role is something else, which I've noted down.
poison level.
What? No. Yeah. With a 20, you'll wake up and experience extreme winds. Not cold winds, just very windy. For the duration of this day, or until the wind stops in some way, any projectiles fired will be done at disadvantage if beyond 30 feet. But that being said, you are free to explore, if you so wish.
Can I make a note real quick of from when we're traveling over like grasslands or something? Can I do either like kind of nature or an investigation check to see if I can find any medicinal plants?
Sure. Nature actually would be the most suitable, or survival.
So true. They're both the same.
18. Going towards more the tree line, actually, you do find some interesting looking herbs. From your knowledge, they are just common healing herbs. Be surprised they're growing sort of this far, this close to the forest's edge. If you spend a bit more time here, you can probably get more, but for now, I'd say you have enough that if you were to use this on someone to heal them, you'd probably get the same effects of half a healing potion.
Okay. I
But
just wanted to see if there was anything to help.
Yeah, turned into potions, though, they could probably go for about 3 potions total. But you need someone who would be able to actually do so.
If I feel the pain again, I'll just take a fistful of herbs and chomp them.
As the bubbles start to rise over here. Don't worry about it.
It's just the world boss. He's just shouting.
There you go. Yeah, I believe there's only one person left. Yeah, Dizzy, 1d100, please, as you venture off.
Oh, goody. Oh, huge.
Not terrible.
44, 42. Okay. Okay. Not too terrible. I assume it's gonna be something like. Let me just draw a look. This or towards here.
I'll say the one closer to the coast. The 3 hexes one.
Yep. Gives us more time to explore as well.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, as the party reaches this sort of open plains area away from the tree line, for the first time in a few days, actually, I'm pretty sure. Also, welcome to day 20, whatever.
The wind gone?
No, the wind's still here. It's the same sort of day. It's just this
Okay.
king way need to go.
A strong wind, yeah.
The strong wind, yes. As the wind sort of keeps howling, it's a bit annoying to traverse, but it isn't blowing you away, thankfully. As you traverse through this like sort of open land towards the city, this sort of wall gets closer and closer until eventually everywhere around you seems to go a bit darker. Sort of weird, sort of ash fills the air, and beneath all of you seem to be walking over bodies. A lot of bodies.
Oh,
And this is when the wind will stop, actually. You walked over a few bodies, and ahead of you it's clear. But you hear behind you several figures, seemingly, not important to you, but they are behind you nonetheless. You turn around and see this. Let me just get this on the map real quick. Kuza, Zaloria, and Pebble. And of course, Haku. Position yourselves wherever you want to pass the dead bodies. You know roughly where. From here.
Are these similar to the bodies that were like frozen near that other town?
Near the other town.
When we were the animated armor that were like Iron Maidens.
Ah, those. No, these seem to be the sort of same bodies as these soldiers.
Okay.
These soldiers are currently digging and sort of filling in these holes.
Okay.
There doesn't really fighting going on currently, but dead bodies assume there has been fighting in the past.
Yep.
None of them really seems to pay you mind or assumedly notice you currently.
Could I just run over and just be like, "Hi, I'm Pibbles."
This individual drops the shovel, pulls out a sword, and sort of aims it at you. You have definitely scared this individual. This individual only holds seems to be a long sword. One of his hands seems really beaten up, but otherwise he seems unfazed. And what
My
the devils
bad.
are you?
What am I? I'm
Yeah.
Pibbles.
You watch as all these soldiers drop their shovels and equip spears.
Oh my gosh, I have a spear too, and I pull out my one.
Well, hold on.
Real quick, Damien, stay there real quick. Is this the spear that one of these individuals owned? Is this the spear that you got thrown at and kept? So it looks a bit unique and like theirs.
Yep.
Right. They want to look at the spear, look at you, the spear again. Where did you get that?
I don't know, one of those guys threw it at me, stabbed me. Wasn't very nice.
And what happened to that individual?
I don't know, what happened to him? Did he, walk away or something? I think he walked away.
If I remember, it was in the.
I'd have to confiscate a spear of you, miss. And he's going to reach for the spear.
I don't want to keep it. Can I have your sword then?
He's going to try grappling the spear of you. If you wish to resist, let me know.
I'm just gonna give it to him. I don't want to be stabbed again.
Hey, he takes a spear and throws it in the hole.
Are there any other spears on the ground?
Oh, plenty.
I'm gonna pick one of them up and be like, okay, I'll keep this one.
You shall not. We are not to loot these individuals. They will die with their weapons like they did in the fight. Do not desecrate the dead, please.
Why are they dead? How
Now,
did they die?
That's none of your concern currently. Who are you? Who are your companions?
Pebbles, that's Haku, that's Laura, that's Kuzuha, that's Damien, and that's... Is it Kridina?
Corin.
Corin, that's it. Yeah, that's him.
Have the elf approach.
The elf. We have an elf? What's an elf?
He sort of uses the sword to point towards you, Corin.
Where I come from, we don't point our weapons at people we don't want to fight.
Then, depending on your answers, I am sticking to your traditions. Now, you said your name. She said your name was Corin. Is that correct?
It is.
Who do you affiliate with?
Nobody. We are adventurers.
Adventurers in these parts. Hired or profiteering?
That's none of your concern.
It is my concern. It is why I've asked you. You're currently in a battle scene, either looting, sort of gestured towards the one that's now walked away, or here to investigate what happened, potentially scouts.
We
What?
were passing by, and we see a group of individuals who seem suspicious, burying bodies. How do we know that you didn't kill these people?
The absurdity to assume I'd kill my own men. It was people of your kind who did this. And I'm not one to point blame at every individual with pointy ears. But you are being rather suspicious.
And I'm not one to trust a man who points his blade at a child.
The child who said that got stabbed by a spear and is still walking like nothing happened. With a tail and horns protruding from her head.
Correct.
That is no child. Whatever that may be is not my concern. It is not my orders to capture adventurers or profiteers. What is your business here, truly? You're passing by, but why? There's no need for you to be here. I'm surprised you're not at the capital currently.
We go where we please.
Rather interesting, to say the least. You haven't had encounters with any of the other individuals in this war, have you?
Not that we're aware of.
And you choose to remain neutral throughout this entire war. What do you hope to gain?
We're not trying to gain anything. We're simply exploring the land.
What is there to explore? It's a battlefield currently, and your nonchalantness makes me think that you're rather strong individuals. I will not lie. But I will be still willing to fight you if you do pose a risk to high steel.
We'll keep that in mind. Come on, Pebble. Let's leave these soldiers to their duties.
And before you go, why are you heading towards the Elven City?
Because it looks interesting.
That doesn't make, and as he was beginning to continue, eventually sort of this vision fades and the wind begins to howl once more as you're returned to the open plains where there is no soldiers. There is just you lot.
Getting real tired of this weird time dilation.
This tomfoolery.
Indeed.
Indeed. Akuza concept, please.
Oh no. Man, they get just some more of that grass, buddy.
Akuza, you sort of fall over in pain once again.
If he's within 10 feet of me, it's +4.
That's assuming +4.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I assumed as well.
Can I grab those herbs that I grabbed earlier and eat some of them?
Hey, sure can. You start like eating the herbs in pain. The rest of you, Kuza fell over and is starting to eat herbs.
This,
Corin, you recognize the sort of same pain as last, or a few nights ago, rather.
looks like it's really getting to you, huh?
Another con save me, please, Kuza.
Um,
The DC will be lowered a bit. Yeah, and you're
think I got
fine for now. You sort of staved off the herbs, did seem to help, but you are out of them currently.
Ugh.
Whatever's happening to you, it doesn't seem like it's gone away fully.
Was it a disease? Was it a disease, Kuza? Did you check?
I do not know what it is or where I got it. Just since we went to that weird town up on the hill with the 2 rivers.
I wonder if it's a curse. That wacky grass they were trying to get you to eat.
Oh, I cursed.
Many questions, not so many answers in this confusing fucking island. At this point, why are you here? Some of you might be thinking to yourselves. But
Well-
nonetheless, there's a city to explore.
Mhm.
Yes. As you approach this wall, a sort of grassy but overall empty plains looks messy in comparison to what these floors look like. Freshly cut grass everywhere inside this place. No real pavement, but a well-kept city.
Now that's incredibly strange.
The strangest part about all of this is that the walls themselves, in ruins, there's no destroyed rock texture, so I assume these like beat up.
Zolo already grabbed Pebble before Pebble could even type so much more.
Yeah, you see around you these buildings in good condition but relatively empty, except for furniture. Actually, this, unlike the fort, this does seem like anyone could just move in and live here. The grass is well kept. The water doesn't look that appetizing, to be honest. It actually seems a bit dirty. But the grass is cut. And once again, to repeat myself, the plains look messy based off how clean this place looks.
Hmm.
Everything isn't this scale, and there's obviously probably a few more buildings here and there, but the main ones are these big ones.
Yeah. Strange. Very strange.
Yeah, towards the back, the tallest of these buildings seems to be some Capitol building of some sort. At least it looks like it's. There's just several towers surrounding this one sort of circular building.
I suppose we head there first. Maybe there's someone here. Maybe that weird guy that we saw at the other place. Maybe he'll be here.
Maybe he's the groundkeeper.
Oh, I saw him in the forest before.
What?
He walked behind a tree and disappeared.
I wonder if.
Could he be following us?
Maybe.
How long ago was this? Yesterday?
Last night, I imagine.
Nice night.
There's Pebbles zones out. No longer interested in the conversation, apparently.
Oh,
Well.
sorry, I didn't hear him.
Oh, Damien asked if you saw the guy last night. Or when you saw him, rather.
Oh yeah, it was last night on my watch.
Wait. I didn't see him. Curious.
I don't know if he saw me. I was jumping around saying, "Hey, over here."
Well, you do that all the time anyway, so maybe I'm getting a little desensitized. But in any case, maybe he'll be around. He didn't really have any answers for us anyway, so kind of just gives me the creeps. But maybe there's someone in this building. Let's find out.
As you walk into this building, the building itself is well kept. Several pieces of furniture and what seems to be several living accommodations prepared. There's no dust to be seen. Now, each little quarter of this place seems to be stocked with pillows and blankets of some variety. And every drawer is filled with a set of common clothes. The space itself isn't being used for anything extravagant, more so hospitality reasons, but otherwise it seems like someone is expecting to move here any day now.
Strange. I don't like that. But there's beds and there's shelter, so I say we use this as our base of operations, and if anyone wants to explore anywhere, make sure you take someone with you at least. And we can all meet back here.
No, I would say we should stick as a group, considering we do not know what will happen here.
Yeah. It wanted,
Seems
yeah.
rather inefficient, but if you want to stay as a group, then that's fine.
Well, inefficient as it may be, we do not know what will happen. Like with the building up on the hill, one of our team or one of our groups could get shifted to a different time or something like that. and we will not know what will happen.
I mean, anything could happen at any moment. But, sure. Let's stick together. I suppose there's no harm. Let's follow the small,
The small one.
yes,
Small
magical
sassy child.
looking child.
No one knows what Pebble is, but Pebble is definitely a curious fellow.
I guess Pebble's choosing where we're going now.
I think that seems fair. Deloria's mother has arrived at the town. Oh my
Mother, what the fuck are you doing here? How'd you get here? As the DM, I'm confused. It's the fucking sheet where it's like, what was his name again? The Emperor's New Groove, Gronk, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Kronk.
Kronk. Yeah, Kronk. Just the sheet's like, you tell me. Mathematically, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you sort of approach this building. This building, immediately something catches your guys' noses. A smell lingers in this air. Not a pleasant smell, but not a displeasant one as well. It's entirely up to personal preference, but the smell of the sea fills this place.
Okay. Like ocean breeze or like fish market?
Fish market.
Okay. I mean, it is a coastal town, but we haven't seen anybody around, so I assume it's the time dilation. Something crazy might happen. So
It might happen. As you head inside and see what's making the smell potentially, it becomes quite apparent that fish market smell is just that. There's probably several tons of fish on ice in this room. Some of the species you've seen commonly, others not so much. Fresh fish. I'm really good at pronouncing, don't worry. That seem to like fill up this entire room. Again, not in the most efficient way possible. It just seems that this building has been dedicated to doing this thing, storing fish.
Are there other? No. Is there an in the building, or is it just fish?
Seems just fish. As Pebble bites down the head of one of these fish, Pebble, it's a fish. Not much to comment on. I assume you have one of the more common ones as a notable snack.
toxin sets in.
So, make me a constitution saving for that.
Yeah, you're a good fish.
Everything starts to trip with a fork out.
Put mice in the carpet.
Yeah, what you ate was actually a puffer fish. You're dead. No. Yeah, it's
Strange.
fish. They can't complain. It's probably better cooked, but you're used to eating fish raw, so nothing new to you.
Is anyone able to cook? We could actually have a decent meal for a change. No offense to your good berries.
How dare you insult my good berry?
Okay, snowflake hitter.
And people just keep like, me, I can cook.
I
I
have my
don't
doubts.
trust that.
Oh, I love the thought of I was like, I can cook. It's like I think I'll eat it raw.
When was the last time you cooked anything, Pebble?
That one time I burnt
That's
I burnt down a tree. There
that's
was
not
bugs
good.
inside.
I do not think that you should be the one who's cooking.
Hmm.
Why not?
Damien, you're
Yeah.
human.
Yes.
I'm sure you've had a fish or two in your time.
Yeah. See. Yep.
You think you could cook us up some fish?
Easily down.
I trust him. Out of
Look,
character, I fucking trust this guy with my life at the moment. He's the only person who seems normal around here.
Which is so fucking
What did I
funny
do?
because he's the only person who has nearly gotten you killed.
You got the bubonic plague, as far as I know. So I'm keeping
It's not my fault, though.
I'm keeping my distance.
To be fair, it's no one's fault you got the plague unless you actually sort of get it. Like, it's like, oh no, you got the plague. Well, I guess I'm not friends anymore. It's like, oh okay.
I think I can give it a shot. But are you sure we want to try and eat these things that we do not know where it came from, or maybe it is some kind of thing, just like whatever Kuza ate. It may have some poison in it or something.
You could be right. Maybe we wait a while and see what happens to Pebble before we eat any ourselves. Good
Yes.
thinking, Damien.
Pebble is our tester.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Thanks, Pebble.
Well, where to next?
Yeah, we've searched this whole house. This is the fish place.
Yeah, so this building seems to be fish. Like, it seems like a sort of in the past it was used for something else. Not quite sure what, but everything's been moved out and replaced with fish and ice in like crates.
Hmm.
Similar to how this building is now filled with just a bunch of accommodations, this is filled with a bunch of fish.
And the ice is like frozen. Like, is the room cold or something, or how is it?
Pardon?
Like the ice, is it not melting at all or anything? Like,
Oh, the room itself is extremely cold,
oh, the whole room is cold.
but I feel that's given. It's basically a fish market.
Okay.
The ice itself seems like if you go to like touch the ice, you do feel your hand get a bit wet. The ice does melt.
Okay. All right. Which place should we move on to next?
I say we let Pebble lead the way.
Our compass.
Yeah, this building is mirrored, by the way. There's an exit to the other side of it over here if you wish.
Okay, gal. Do your thing. Which way?
Yeah, walking past like little sort of like fountain structures into this building. Let's see. Hold on, let's see. Jog my own memory here. This building. Oh, yes, okay. As you enter this building, it's a long sort of corridor. No actual door in sight, but it does make it easy to see what's inside immediately. It seems this is an army of some sort. Nothing like propped up and displayed as a spectacle, but just a lot of weapons in different corners, like a variety of very, honestly, a bit poorly made spears, a bunch of swords, tridents of all things, and a few bows, but more so harpoons and javelins. In terms of armor, doesn't seem to be any. But yeah, a variety of just weapons. You'd count probably I say a good 300 separate weapons in this room. We sure, Ken's lawyer? Anything specific, or just want to investigate some weapons? Oh, certainly. You do, like, if you so wish, you can say, I want to grab 10 harpoons, 10 javelins, 10 spears, and I can let you. There's some really well-made spears, but there's also some really not so well-made ones. Nothing extraordinary. This seems to be a bunch of mundane items. No, nothing magical, I assume you're looking for.
These weapons are different from those humans.
Yes, actually. These spears seem to be sort of more... These spears, it's the initial spear itself, but afterwards it's like 2 separate hooks. So, more designed to spearfish than anything else. Yeah, as Pebble gets her fork.
It really is a deal.
Yeah. So currently you've explored the living quarters, in quotations, the fish supply, I suppose, and the armory. Well, if you can call it an armory, it's a bunch of weapons and no armor.
The storehouse.
Yeah, the spiky stick storeroom.
It's just one big room.
Oh no, there's like a bunch of like separate rooms, but once again, it seems like whoever's living here is just keeping things in separate buildings.
Okay. And this place is clean.
Yeah, also clean. Except for some of the weapons are a bit like dented, obviously. Like some aren't in great condition.
Yeah.
So in terms of like the actual place itself, great. The weapons varies.
So it's just like someone came up just clean like just today.
Maybe not just today. You don't know how long like a tidy room could be tidy without someone walking into it.
Past.
But it is clean. There's no like dust anywhere.
Okay. Hmm. Let's see a good bow.
From the bows that are there, there's not really any spectacular ones. Again, they seem to be more akin to using javelins and spears than anything else. Nothing will be better than the bow you have currently.
Stash up on arrows.
Yeah, you can grab several arrows. If needed at all.
Arrows. Let's see. Are there arrows for her?
There are arrows, yes. These ones do seem to be somewhat made to be shot underwater, so if at all you're fighting underwater, you can use them just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we should take. You should take some of these ones. Take as many as you can.
How There's a decent stockpile of them. I'd say 80 or so. Again, there's not too many bows, so having too many arrows seems like a waste. If you wish to take them all, let me know.
Do you know how to make arrows that are shot underwater? Is it like a special thing, right? Is it like a special thing?
The best way I can describe how this arrow is made. I know there's a way. See, I know there's a way you can shoot an arrow underwater and it'd be fine, but I myself can't describe it.
But can it be like made by someone else, or is it like, wow, this is special?
Oh no, you can use this for someone else. Like it's not say
like
like
anyone else could make it. It's
I'll
not
make it.
Like is it special? Is that like a special thing? Like is it like a common thing? I think I would say.
It's not too common because you don't really bring bows underwater. Like that's just something you don't really do. In fact, it's still gonna have penalties underwater because the string itself isn't gonna have enough torque. But it's still functional underwater, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It's not too uncommon. It's just people don't really see them as often, so don't think of the idea. But now you've seen one, and you see it's not too complicated to make. You could make them if you have the crafting proficiency to do so. With that being said, where to next?
Wait till next now, little one.
She's going to run to this building here.
Okay. This building. Okay. As you get close to this building, another scent does fill your nostrils, and instead of it being a sea market scent, this one is more an ocean breeze scent, as a good friend Dizzy has distinguished into two. And it isn't hard to listen, but you can hear movement inside.
Curious. Well, Pebble, it's your time to shine.
Pibbles are just gonna barge in and be like, "Hello, I am Pibbles."
Okay. As you barge in, the movement you see is coming from these sort of weird four-armed water fish hybrids. As they look like this.
Never mind, that's not a Krakatoa.
No.
Oh,
It's got a Krakatoa.
I doubt fact.
Is it that big?
Ignore the sort of aggressive state in this token. It's the best one I could find, what I wanted for appearance. These creatures seem to be moving several objects. There's a bunch of varying crates and boxes in this room, and they seem to be taking stuff in and out of this place.
With a smile on their face, right?
Not really a smile. It's kind of just this, but like non-aggressive. Like the teeth are always showing.
Okay.
You barge in, they look towards you. Some seem to like walk up towards you in like a curious manner. In total, you can count maybe 10 of these creatures.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and I'm like, "Hello, I am Pibbles."
They do not understand you. They sort of look at you, they look at your dragon. They give a little sniff, because these weird fish abominations have noses for some reason. And they then look towards you, Damien. and they seem to
thank you.
be quite agitated by your appearance specifically.
Did you do, Damien?
What did you do?
Oh no, I did nothing. Oh no. I put my hands up, I'm like, and like maybe like kind of like a bow. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, make me an animal handling check, please.
kind of like stay low. I am best handler of animals.
This
16. So, good news and bad news. Good news is a fight doesn't start. You're fine. They don't see you as a immediate threat immediately, of course. Bad news. You watch as one of them still approaches you and attempts to pick you up.
I do not fight.
Are they attempting to say anything, or?
No.
I have no weapons or
Moving.
anything.
Some of them have spears and tridents. The one that's about to pick you up has a trident themselves, but not using it. They are currently picking up with 2 of the 4 hands they have. And if the rest of the party doesn't do anything, Damien is picked up. Think a cat's being like held by the back of their fur. Damien, your clothes are just being picked up, and thankfully the suit seems pretty durable that you picked up, as it doesn't rip apart immediately. As you just sort of carry it away.
My suit, right?
Yeah, your suit.
Can I
It's
follow
alright,
the one that picked up
guys.
Damien?
You sure can.
I don't want Damien to be shoved in a box.
Yeah, does anyone else want to do anything as this is happening? Because the rest of them seem to have gone back to whatever business they were doing. I see some people sort of chopping up fish, by the looks of it, and putting them into boxes.
I wonder if they're after the clothes and not Damien himself. Well, we should follow them.
Yeah. For the purposes of this, Damien is going to be this token for a bit.
Okay.
As Damien's just going to be carried, walked over here.
Oh, he's going in the fish. No, he's going past it.
To the castle.
And you watch following behind, see them go into this building. And Damien, you're just thrown into this building.
Dark.
This building is not dark, but is one of the only unkept buildings in this entire place by the looks of it.
Nothing else
possible.
around.
Inside this
Rubbish.
building, as you're thrown inside, you land on something rather hard, and you get up, look around, and notice there's plenty of bones in this building.
The rubbish.
Rubbish. Does he leave?
Not fish bones,
Human
humanoid
bones.
bones. Yes.
Oh.
Maybe
The
it's
fish person walks past the rest of the party unfazed and continues going back to work.
It's the food pile.
Quick out of character question. What is a Yuan-Ti again?
Snake
Fish,
person.
snake person.
Like that. Okay.
Yes, you want to
I can speak that. I just wanted to know. I didn't remember if they were aquatic or just something else.
Well, some snakes are aquatic.
Not true, but not fish aquatic.
You want to be a snake people.
Can I check if there's any loot in here?
Make me an investigation check, as I'm assuming the rest of the party goes inside this place to try to find you.
The investigation. Yo.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
good passage.
Okay.
You sort of, the party watches this. As you walk in, you see Damien's up inspecting all these bones with surprisingly efficient methods this time around. He's going through all like these bones as if like they're just pieces of rocks and debris instead of human remains or humanoid remains. You don't know quite what it is until eventually, Damon, you see something towards the back of this place. Something inscribed into the wall.
It's silver.
Do you by chance speak Merfolk?
I'm part merman. Merman. Nope. Coming.
Well, Barnacle Boy does not approve, so.
Nope, I do not.
Well, for you, you're able to discern that this is in fact Merfolk and it's some kind of text. As you get close to it, it kind of lights up just the tiniest bit for you to make it easier to read.
Oh.
Are there any candles in the room? Or any sort of light source?
Besides this now faintly glowing, like, inscription, not really, no. There's windows, of course, so the light can shine through that way, but other than that, no.
And no unlit candles or nothing?
Nope.
Does anyone speak merfolk? I know it's merfolk, yeah.
Yeah, you're able to discern it's Merfolk. Merfolk is a very unique looking language.
I didn't even know that was a language people would learn.
Closest I've got is Swanty.
The snake guys.
Damn.
I think I learned a little bit of Giant, a little bit of Sylvan growing up, but not anything remotely fishy.
As if I did not really go near the ocean per se.
Is there like a a skeleton like of a fish?
Of a fish person, by your investigation check, no.
Like
all of these bodies seem to be of adult-sized humanoids.
is there one that's close to where the writing was?
What the writing was? Not really, no.
No. Alright. Well, I found this thing, this inscription, but that is it.
Never really have a way of reading it. If only our little lizard friend was here. He had the spell that let him understand things.
Oh, yes.
Let me quickly check and see if Arnock has comprehend languages. Because he is still technically with you lads.
He's a cleric, right?
I know I'm pretty sure he's a wizard.
Yeah.
He is a wizard.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He does not have. He does not have the spell.
Okay.
And there's no long resting that he could do to get it. Because wizards have spell books.
Let's see level.
I have anything that I can. Druid spell.
Yeah, if you so wish, you could write it down and maybe later discover what it says. But for now, there's, I believe, no way of you guys to understand it. I believe none of you are actually a class that could learn this spell. Because no one's a bard, sorcerer. Actually, Warlock could learn it. So maybe in the future.
Oh, well, what can do? I haven't really checked.
Warlocks get a invocation. That's just better, I think.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like you can read any language just permanently, right?
Do you think I could write it what it looks like, or is it too crazy?
No, you can definitely copy it down. It's not like that crazy. It's not like drawing the Mona Lisa by looking at it.
Okay, I'll give my best shot at copying it. Anyone got a paper? Oh yeah, I got. And I did have paper. I got parchment and ink.
There you go.
And a pen,
Huge.
an ink pen.
The best skills that I would have is speak with animals and speak with plants.
Oops. I shall copy it down on my parchment.
Yeah, just write down Merfolk inscription. That being said, what next?
Well, if they see Damien again, they might just put him in here, so maybe we don't go back to that building for now till we find out what that text says.
You can go inside and I'll just wait outside. Or we can leave it for last, yeah?
Yeah, I think we can leave it for now. Alright, Pebble, lead the way.
People just skip along.
Ah, yes, this building. This will either be useful or not useful. We'll find out, shall we? As you enter this sort of, like, circular structure, the outer layers don't seem to be much. It just seems to be more decorative than anything. It's just a semicircle. Well, not semicircle. A circle of protection walls around this tower. You eventually find your way inside this tower, and inside you do see something else. Someone else, to be exact. Assuming you're not trying to be entirely stealthy as a party and Pebble leading the way of all things, this individual turned to you and they seem fishy, to say the least. Where are they? Where did I put them? Oh, yeah. Definitely a more humanoid type person. Definitely some sort of fish creature, however. You're not sure what they were doing before you guys entered the room, but they seemed to have been ready for your arrival. You guys aren't the most quietest party after all. And they have, they have a spear, like, pointed at you. They don't know who you are, and they seem a bit scared.
Kill Damien. They might throw you in the trash again.
What was that?
I said, be careful, they might throw you in the trash again.
I'll chill out with outside. I'll wait outside.
Yeah, Damien walks outside, I suppose. In sort of a broken common, you hear this creature say, "You hear why?"
Adventurers.
How here?
We traveled from the south coast.
Yeah, we mention himself. He's like, where?
I would point in the direction of south.
Who sent?
Nobody. We're just exploring.
In a sort of a questionable tone, you hear say, "High steel."
We've heard of them, yes.
They here?
I believe they are towards the south, but we are not affiliated with them.
Peace?
We come in peace, yes. I'm unaware of their intentions. But my friends and I come in peace.
Nature elves. Where are they?
That's a good question. Well, we haven't seen
Really?
any. Yeah.
Are they
This-
that
Peace is
way?
not an elf.
No, see?
Which direction does he point?
Same way that you came from. So towards the south.
I shake my head. No elves. Besides me.
It's over.
Do you mean a war?
War over.
I'm not sure. But there were definitely no elves in the direction that you pointed.
That we could see at least.
You see this sort of individual contemplating a moment. You're not. I imagine you're not quite sure what they're thinking, but they seem. There's a glimmer of hope in their eyes, actually.
The time here is strange.
Elves gone. High still only?
Seems that way.
Must wake. And she's gonna attempt to push past you up.
I wouldn't stop her.
Yeah. And you watch as she's basically like sprinting. It's not scared, but she seems excited, is the best way to put it.
Right. Urgency.
Yeah. If you use the follower, if not, let me know. But
Okay.
fair
Yeah.
enough. You see her sort of run to this little like pond area. Stand in the center of here. And sort of call out in Merfolk, which speak, and you watch as the waters around this place begin to sort of, what's the best way to put it? I guess pulsate outwards. The fountains stop spewing water, and eventually everything, all the water here floods away until it's empty. Inside you see several eggs, I guess the best way to put it.
Ew.
And then slowly but surely, about a minute later, they begin to open. With seemingly hundreds of merfolk pouring out of these eggs. It smells so fucking bad, it is unbelievable.
We should probably go.
You are surrounded by these like merfolk people, all of which naked, but slowly and surely these like large monstrosities seem to be leading people towards the living quarters.
I'll just, yeah. As Laura will cover her eyes, I'll stand in front of Pebbles. With my hand over my nose.
And then you watch this individual sort of greeting a few people and then running over to do somewhat the same thing over here. Yeah.
Well,
If you wish to follow, let me know. Otherwise, you may choose what to do now.
perhaps we head back. I don't think we should follow. We can always come back. They seem to be busy.
Hmm. Okay. Are you sure?
I mean, we can do whatever everyone wants to do, but I have a feeling whatever she's doing is more important than any questions we are going to ask her.
Should we go check that room that she was in before we leave?
If you want to.
Hey, you just walk past several merfolk creatures. Some give you weird glances, but overall they seem tired, actually.
Kidnap one.
Yeah.
I guess we're just going back just to have a look inside that building, see if she wasn't there. Maybe she was guarding something.
Yeah, you go inside this tower. Seems to be several sort of notes and books in this room, all being in the midst of being organized, actually. The books that are on the shelves seem to be organized, but in another part of this, like, categorizing system, it seems to be organized in a different way. Because one part of this, like, miniature library source is sorted by color, but then another part's sorted by size. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I don't believe any of you here can read merfolk.
Nope. Does she look like a merfolk, or she obviously not?
She was definitely a fish person. With the ears of an elf, is the best way to put it.
Hmm. Should probably tell if I take one. Just have a quick skin, see if there's any common stuff. If I
Certainly.
spot any common or
With no one
something that's
around
not
and
merfolk.
yeah, with no one around, you would eventually skim over this library again in the midst of being organized, so it isn't too hard to like take a quick glance at these books. And you do find one that seems to be in common. Let me just make sure I get the names right. Yes, common. However, it is a book about how to learn common.
I'll just happen to like flick through it to see if there's anything like if someone left something inside it. Maybe
Hey, you flick through it, and immediately you see that this book of common has been written over in Merfolk as well.
Maybe we could cross-reference.
no.
Yeah, given some time, you could potentially learn Merfolk, even if it's a broken version of it. Considering that other fish person didn't have the best of common.
Should we take it?
I could take it.
Alright. Just
I already know 4 languages. Might as well make it 5.
just make sure you leave a library card.
The bilingual cow. Great meat.
Okay. I'll hand him the book. And that's all inside here, yeah? Just nothing really.
All that you can understand for now, yes.
In this room. Like in this
Yeah, this tower seems to be like a sort of miniature library resource, but also its own living quarters for one person. You assume they were just living here.
Okay.
But with that being said, it has been quite a few hours in this city. You wish to stay and see what happens, or leave immediately before these people get a bit uncomfortable with your presence?
I would probably say we best leave.
All right, let's go.
Let them do their thing.
Especially they don't like me as well. Yes.
Yeah, they've obviously been waiting for this time to come, so I don't think we should impose. We can always come back. Granted, they might be gone, but who knows? I think this is probably important to them.
Is that fish place empty?
The fish place?
Yeah.
There's some of those like monstrosities carrying crates, it seems like, to feed people. So you could probably wait a second, like see until it's empty and grab some fish if you want. But it could be a risk, you're not quite sure.
I'm not gonna try it, but it's wanted to see you take one just to see if it's like turns into burns or something. Didn't see that's what he or something. Although we got the book, so it might turn into like I suppose if it's the time thing. I don't know. Alright, we out, right? We on our way out. Let's go.
Perfect. And you guys, where do you want to head off to? Back to where you came, or towards the mountain area?
True.
You want to explore the mountain?
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
Yeah, I suppose we can do that. Yeah.
While we're
Why
here.
not?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can get, I'd say, here, after exploring the city.
So on the
Okay.
very edge of the forest.
Seems fun.
Obviously, no real random encounters since you were in that city. But I will say, who's taking first watch?
I shall.
Straight to sleep.
22 and
I'm also somewhat studying the book at the same time.
Nice.
Like, if you'd be like sitting at a campfire reading a book, just like kind of just chilling, looking around a bit.
Pebble, you're still asleep. Don't worry.
He thinks he's.
He tried staying up to watch, but once you realize there's few people on, he's like, I'll be better than everyone here after I go to sleep.
I'm just sitting on like a log and Pebble just fell asleep in front of me.
With that being said, I believe everyone's level 100, so I might as well roll just one.
One couldn't hurt.
One couldn't hurt. They couldn't hurt.
It could hurt.
They could, but it's not going to. Come on, lucky number.
Lucky for us or you?
You roll 8's my lucky number.
But is it lucky for who?
Yep. The wind by now has calmed down. Thankfully, it's easier to set fire this way if need be. And thankfully, Sloran and Kuza, this is an uneventful watch. As you see in the distance, the town seems to be more lively. There isn't too many lights, but you do see some glowing in the distance. If it was time shenanigans that's still in play, it hasn't ended yet, and that could either be concerning or relieving. That's time is now stagnant. But you can sleep with your thoughts for now as second watch. Ooh. And anyone else with Corin? Because 3 people were on first watch.
Only if I'm specifically woken up.
As Pebble gets carried off to bed for doing
You
oh
wake
so
him.
good work.
Wait, do you wake Damien, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Damien, for the second time ever, you're waking up to do watch.
I think that we're getting up for the day, but then I see it's still dark here.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, not daytime yet.
Still,
You gotta
still,
do
still
some work.
dark and other people are asleep. Usually woken up last because you hate being woken up.
This watch thing again. Okay. Shall look. Phew.
That's a bit more experienced with the watch.
And Dizzy, let's see if your luck continues. D100, please. 56. Again, once again, for, I guess, fortunately, I was gonna say unfortunately, but that's just mean. Fortunately, a quiet night.
Oh, can I have asked Thing to have a look at the book while I'm watching?
But I
Yeah.
was reading the book.
It would have been fine, I suppose, because if you could have just asked him as you were woken up by him.
Yeah.
If you just gave the book or not, that's up to him.
Well, there's the point in me having it if I'm asleep, so give him something to do while he's watching, you know.
So you hand it.
Yeah, you have it for the rest of the night.
Okay. I'm just gonna
As you all sort of take rest, sort of a mixed feelings, I imagine, on what the city might be in the future. Because of what you did, and of how far you've traveled, congratulations, you are now level 7.
Oh. Level 7. I hand the book back, by the way, once it's morning.
Yeah.
And I'll if I learned any words, I'll say it to him. I don't know if I learned hi and mermaid. And be like, glug, 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 glug.
Yeah. Actually, both of you roll me I guess, an unskilled intelligence check.
How do I do unskilled?
Scroll down to the bottom of your skill page.
Well, I'm the fucking man.
Skill.
A 9.
Int.
Yeah, 6. Damien,
The
you
handwriting was
seem,
too bad.
you seem to be progressing rather quickly. Humans are known to learn things very quickly. It's nature. And you're able to say hi and bye in Merfolk.
And I couldn't reach it.
Kuza, you wanted to get something more eccentric, I imagine. You can say fish in Merfolk.
We'll teach each other those 2 words or 3 words.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're learning, buddies.
You will continue to progress the language as it goes on.
And I'll give him the
travel,
book.
but it will take several weeks, if not several months. Always good to have a training, or I guess a study partner.
Yeah.
I get 4th level spell.
Indeed. It is a rather big milestone for this campaign, and I'd like to officially say from here on out, if you die, you are kicked from the campaign. It's at that point where...
Lucky I'm gonna roll high on this.
Yeah. Nice. This is something that's... I wasn't going to tell anyone for the sole purpose of... It's to the point where if you die in this campaign and aren't brought back, there's no real way to introduce another character without it being awkward, without that character wanting to explore the island with you. If that makes sense.
Yes.
You're at the point of the campaign where you need to try to start resolving things that you might have discovered, if you want to discover them. And having a random person doing that seems counterproductive. Especially with the path of not really being with High still. The same will go for the party once they reach level 7. But they'll know that when they get there. But I have high hopes for this party. This party seems, although a bit goofy, out of character, they do seem to be competent in keeping themselves safe. Whenever there's a situation where it's like, nope, fuck that, you guys get out of there.
Yeah.
An unfortunate roll from Corin there.
What is it for hit dice again?
You just roll your dice.
Oh, I mean, just for health, like the two options. Or is it?
Well, you can be really cool and roll, or you can take average +1 plus con and be not cool.
So I got a D8, so what? That would be 4 plus 1, and then plus my con modifier.
Yes.
So 8.
Or you can roll.
I could get 8 health, or I could potentially get 4 more health.
This is why you dying disease.
I'm going to gain my free 8 health.
I am actually going to end it here because again, this is sort of like a apology for not being well enough to do it, and I think this is a
Having a weak
good
immune
point
system.
to end it. I will say congratulations on restoring of a civilization.
Completely accidental, by the way.
Yeah, accidental, but it happens.
It's like, yeah, the
Like,
war's over. So,
For example,
hooray.
if you lads were to attack anything in there, they would have considered the war to be still on since they're being attacked still.
Well,
But peace is the route you guys seem to like to take, and it works out so far.
Yeah, the spell that I have for 4th level, it was the only one that I could find that somewhat fits my character, is Blight.
Of course.
It's the only 4th level spell that somewhat fits what I'm going for with my character.
Yeah. That being said, expect some more fucky shit to happen next session. I want to emphasize this. I'm sorry if the campaign seems confusing. It's kind of meant to for this side of the island.
Yeah. What do they have to do? Just fight stuff?
Oh, they're playing Helldivers.
I seem to have messed up on the save on my spell.
That's only to be.
God damn, what's that damage roll?
88. With a lot of 8.
Friendly, look at that damage roll real quick. That's
50p.
the highest I think I've ever seen
Yeah.
88. What the fuck? Not a single roll below 5.
What can I say? I'm good at Blight and stuff.
I'm so glad you wasted that. Jesus.
Save.
Also, it's not an attack roll, it's just a save.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you guys
No.
next Sunday. Oh, yes, next Sunday. And we can start doing some even more fucky shit.
Well,
More fucked up
GG.
shit.
GG, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Singles.
Again, sorry it's a bit short, but it's just be a continuation from the last session.
It's
I
all
just read the
good.
description of Blight.
No
Draining moisture and vitality from it.
Yep. See, that blight you rolled there, that's average blight, not 53.
53 with 3 8s. None of I got 2 at 5, and that was the lowest roll.
Yeah, insane. But yeah, if anyone needs any help with leveling up, do let me know. I believe
I think I'm understanding
Rabbits,
this
I
right now,
believe
so
your ranger might get something at level 7.
I think Rangers get something at level 7.
You get another terrain, right?
I believe Haku gets like
What is that?
buffed by significantly.
Ranger archetype feature. And another 2nd level. That's what Rangers get at 7th.
I know, but it's something like specific. Like I'm pretty sure Haku gets
Oh,
pretty
specific.
buff.
Alright, well, I'm all good now. Goodbye.
Good night.
I'll take a look at the thing that you sent me, Rabbit. See if it's any interesting. Again, like I'm saying, you won't be able to rejoin a campaign currently. For the sole purpose as of current, I don't see a reason why a random extra character would join the campaign. If a new reason arises, for example, if you wish to leave this island and go somewhere else, like to the desert island, maybe if someone dies, a new person can join and explore the island with you. But as of current, I believe this island has been practically searched. It's just a little of like tying up loose ends stuff now. Because I won't give anything away. Yeah, I expect this campaign to go to at least level 16. But anyways,
16.
GG's. Catch you later, friendly.
GG, catch you, man.
Catch you.